You okay, Poop? Hootie Poop. Okay, the wind blowing today. The wind is not playing today. You leaving? You leaving? Ah! You better do it, Phoenix. You better do it, okay? You better do it, Phoenix. That's my girl. That's my girl right there. That is my. Phoenix said, I'm going to start February strong. I'm going to do it. I wasn't going to go live this early. See, I know I be tripping you up because I come at so many different times. I wasn't going to go live this early. Black History Month, Phoenix, like I'm coming through. I'm coming through. I'm hitting strong this month. I wasn't going to go live this early, but Gizmo wanted to come out, and I wanted to see what like the weather was like. And I forgot to charge my MacBook um, last night. So after my husband had reminded me when I came back in the house, he was like, "Now put your MacBook on the charger." I was like, "Okay, okay, yeah, I'm gonna charge it right now." So I forgot to charge it last night. So we can't get on StreamYard because my MacBook is charging. So I said I was just gonna come out for a minute and let you guys know what happened. And we gonna really dive deep into this later. So remember I was telling you guys about as said, as said, as said by said, or whatever that young man name is, who did not hug his wife on the video when she was crying. So I guess he got so many of the same comments asking him, "Why are you not comforting your wife while she's crying?" that he decided to make a video about it. And the first comment that he highlighted in his response video was mine. So now, when you call me, you know I'm going to show up. Now, if you don't mention me by name, if you know you're talking about me and you don't mention me by name, I normally won't say anything. But you called me. You called my name. You showed my comment in your video. So you are basically saying, I want you to speak on this. Even though you already spoke on this, I want you to say more. And don't ask me to say more because I most definitely will say more because you know I have an opinion about stuff like this. And I can come at this from so many different angles, from a spiritual angle, from a counseling angle, and from the angle of a wife who has been sick. That it's too many things that I can throw at you, and I'm going to. But see, I'm going to do like he did, since he's spiritual and he be fasting and praying and asking God how he should run his life. I'm going to fast and pray on this situation. And I'm going to ask God how I should approach it. Because see, if I approach it with my ego, I know it's not probably going to be cute. And I don't want to do that because I really like this couple. I really do. Like I said before, I have followed their story since before they were married, before they had children, while they were dating. And I don't want to say anything to hurt them, but I'm not a yes person. I'm not that type of person that is going to uphold you when you're wrong. I'm not going to allow you to use excuses and uphold and reward bad behavior. I don't do that. I cannot do that. And I don't know if that comes from my clinical training or that just comes from being an old school mother. Whichever one it is, he gonna get it. Because when you put yourself out on the internet, this is one thing that I've always said. When you get negative comments and you, as a content creator, come online with comments that you don't like and you share them, you really don't do anything but add fuel to that situation. And if the person that you're talking about is a content creator, like me, even though my channel is smaller than his, I'm still a content creator. So that opens the door for me to then be able to respond to what you said. It just does. And I don't want this to be a negative um, response because I do applaud the fact that, you know, the majority of responses that he received in that video, were basically the same. Why didn't you hug your wife? Why do you, seem so distant in the video? Why can't you just hug her? You see she's hurting, she's crying. A lot of the videos were very repetitive in that thought because a lot of us saw the same thing. But the one thing that I'm going to say is he kept his video very classy. Like, it wasn't a clapback type video. But you can tell in the back of his mind he wanted to. But he kept it classy. And so I am I'm waiting to gather my thoughts so that my response matches his. Like, I want my response to be as classy as his was, but I'm going to double down on the fact that I believe as a man, as a husband, when you see your wife crying, I don't care what your upbringing is. I don't care if you never met your dad in your whole entire life. When you see your wife crying, you should go to her and comfort her. I didn't grow up with a dog. I didn't get a dog until I was grown. I grew up a cat lover, a cat owner. I didn't get a dog until I was in my 30s. Now, if my dog cry or something wrong with him, he limping or throwing up or something, I'm not going to say, well, I didn't grow up with a dog, so I didn't know that throwing up with a dog wasn't normal. So I just sat there and let him throw up. No, I'm going to try to figure out what is wrong. Why is my dog vomiting? How can I help my dog? I'm not going to say, oh, well, I only know how to handle cats. If a cat throws up, they have hairballs or whatever. I know how to handle cats, but I don't know how to handle dogs. So I just sat there and let him vomit until he passed out. No. So I'm asking the Holy Spirit to lead me and guide me in this situation because I do want to match his level of respect in the video, but I still believe what I believe, because me and my husband, we both came from failed marriages. My husband's parents have been married 58 years, 59 years, something like that. They've been married heck long. Because my husband is 56, so I think they've been married 58 years. I didn't see what it was like for a marriage. I didn't see that. My mother wasn't married. I was raised by a single parent household. My husband's first marriage ended in divorce. He knew what it was like to be married, but his a healthy marriage. He grew up with around, two very healthy people. His first marriage ended in divorce. My first marriage ended in divorce. And it had nothing whatsoever to do with me not seeing what marriage was. It had something to do with two immature people who, couldn't get themselves together, and one person who had issues with substance abuse. And our marriage failed. I walked away from our marriage. Now, me and my husband are married. And he never uses excuses about what I didn't see or, what my parents didn't give me, because we are two grown adults. We're grown. The decisions we make in our marriage are on us. And yes, there is a such thing as childhood trauma, but if you know what childhood trauma is and you understand the concept of childhood trauma, then you are mentally mature enough to work on your childhood trauma. You know what it is. You understand the concept. You know the things that, bother you from your childhood. If you know all that, then there's no excuse for you not to heal from it. I know that my childhood trauma is surrounded around rejection and abandonment because my biological mother gave me up for adoption. So I have issues around abandonment, even though I grew up in a very loving, stable household. In the back of my mind, I still have issues around people leaving me. But I have worked through that trauma. I know everyone in my life is not going to walk away from me, but I do also know that everyone in your life is not put there to stay forever. So when you work on your childhood trauma, if you know that you have trauma, you have to work around it. Especially when you're in a marriage. I know when my husband leaves to go to work, he's going to come back. There are times when, me and my husband, we have a system. My husband calls me to let me know that he's on his way home from work. At He gets off work at 1 a.m. He usually calls and says, "I'm on my way." Not call, text. This is our system. He texts, "I'm on my way." If he is not home at a certain time, I'm picking up the phone. Where are you? Because I'm used to him walking in the door at a certain time. And my husband is a creature of habit. He does the same thing all the time. So if he don't come home, then I'm worried. Is that part of my, you know, childhood trauma? It could be. But if he comes home 5 minutes late, I'm not cussing him out and, screaming and hollering and throwing a tantrum like, yeah, I got, what? No. People use certain things as a crutch. You use your childhood trauma as an excuse or a crutch. And that's not helping you, and it's not helping other people in your life. If you recognize you have childhood trauma, then you need to heal from it so that you can be a better person. Not just use that as a crutch, and every time you mess up in your relationship, well, I have childhood trauma. Well, I have abandonment issues. Uh, well, my mom was an alcoholic, so I have to drink. You can't continue to use your childhood trauma as an adult as a crutch because you're not helping yourself, you're not helping your partner, you're not moving along in life. You are hindering yourself. You're hurting yourself and you're hurting people around you, and you're using your childhood trauma as an excuse. So, um, the video that I make for this person will be a stand alone video. It will be, a recorded video. It won't be a live because I want to direct the video specifically to the person, and I don't want it to be like you gotta like go through an hour long live to find where I'm talking about you. No, I'm gonna talk straight to you because I want my message to be loud and clear. I'm not a beat around the bush type person. And I think people that have followed my channel for a while, they know. One thing about Omo Oshun, she not gonna beat around the bush. If she got something to tell you, she gonna tell you. If you like it, you like it, and if you don't, you don't. But I'm still gonna tell you. I'm still gonna say it. And when you call me, girl, I'm like Bloody Mary. If you call me 3 times in the mirror, I'm gonna pop up. What that song say? I heard you bitches was looking for me, bitch. Here I go. Here I go. I'm gonna show up. I sure am. I'm gonna show up, honey. I'm gonna show up. I'm gonna be right here. Here I go. You call my name, I'm gonna show up. I heard you bitches was looking for me. Bitch, here I go. I'm just that crazy. I am just that crazy. But you know what? I'm that person, though, seriously, that you want in your corner. Because I ain't going to lie to you. I'm going to tell you the truth. And the truth hurt. But I'm going to tell you.
I didn't know you were out here.
You didn't?
No, with my shirt on.
Huh?
With my shirt on.
With your shirt on.
No, I didn't know you were out here.
You can stay. It ain't.
I'm making omelets.
What kind?
Salmon.
Hey, come here. Who in there with you? Who in the kitchen?
Jack.
Fuck. I wanted them to see the thing.
See what thing?
The almond maker.
It's cooking now. Oh, you want to
Oh,
film it?
yeah.
You still can.
Yeah, but I don't want Jackie to get all in the camera.
Ah, child.
Can I come in there?
Yeah, yes, you may.
No, wait. Do you have it all set up or it's already cooking?
It's already. I'm like, shoot, about 6 minutes in. Man.
Oh, you didn't already put all the ingredients in there.
It's a minute. I got a minute left.
Oh. Oh, okay. I was gonna show y'all the omelet maker thing, but he didn't already Gizmo? Oh, okay. He he already put all the ingredients in. I wanna show it to you guys before he put it, show you the whole process, but he and they're making another salmon. I don't know how to pronounce it. Salmon omelet. He made one yesterday. It had smoked. Is it salmon? I don't eat salmon, but it was some type of smoked salmon, cheese, and egg whites. I think that's the only thing he put in his. So that's what he be making for his breakfast. I had this morning. I had cream of wheat and a piece of a little sausage and what else did I have? A little Starbucks coffee, and that's it. Oh, yesterday when I told y'all I was gonna make shrimp and grits, so it wasn't no grits left. So I had to make shrimp and cream of wheat. Well, wait a minute, y'all. Now this gonna sound crazy, but the shrimp and cream of wheat was actually better than the shrimp and grits that I. It was so good. It was honey. I had seasoned them shrimps. Uh, I put a little bit of everything in the shrimps and made like a butter sauce. And I didn't put it on top of the cream of wheat. I put it like next to it, and I was just like eating some of the. Ooh, them shrimps was good, honey. I cooked the shrimp in the skillet with some butter and all them seasonings and stuff, honey. You talking about girl? I don't know how many shrimp I ate. Probably about 10, and they were some nice sized shrimps. So we've been. I had said I was going, go into the pescatarian thing and stop eating meat. But then I bought some turkey um, patties because I love turkey burgers minus the bun. I've gotten to the point where I don't really like um, bread that much. Like I can eat a burger, but I don't really want the bun. I would either take off the top bun because the top is the thickest, and sometimes I'll keep the bottom bun. It just depends. But I just be wanting the meat. I don't want all that bread. So I did get um, some turkey patties. So I'm gonna eat those
I didn't dress it up.
and some other shrimps. Oh, he won't.
I didn't dress it up.
So this is the omelets, and these are
Salmon.
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 Ooh, it smell good. I just don't like
Okay.
fish like that. It
Okay.
looked good though, but
Yeah. Well, I mean, I only come out a little fluffy, but that's what the egg whites do
yeah,
too.
yeah. I want to try. I want to try the omelet thing with just a regular egg.
Well, the last ones the first ones I was doing was a regular egg. It was a
Oh,
regular egg, and then I didn't want to just go through all their eggs, so that's when I got the egg whites.
oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's the same thing.
Yeah, it looked nice and it sure smelled good. It smelled real good. So that's his project. And he get up in the morning and you know one thing about us is we do our own thing. He get up in the morning. Now he's on his own health program. He's doing an actual program. I don't want to say weight loss, but it's weight loss and healthy eating. He's doing his own thing. I'm doing my own thing. And it works for us. He get up, he ordered that omelet maker thing. He get up in the morning, he makes his omelet and, do his thing and he's happy. Like, he's not dependent upon me. Why will you make my no? I ain't eating no omelets. I don't want to make no omelet. I ain't eating no omelets. Now he don't really eat shrimp like that. Like he did taste one, but that's not really his thing. So he ate what he ate yesterday. I think he had like he been cooking his chicken breast in the air fryer. So he'll have chicken breast and a vegetable that he takes to work with him. That honey, he got a scale, he weighs out the protein and all of that kind of stuff. So he do his thing. That's what he want to eat. I can't eat the same thing every day. Like my husband can eat the same exact thing every day. I can't do that. I gotta, if I have chicken breast, I gotta do something else with it. I can't just have chicken breast and vegetables Monday through Friday. I can't do that. I have to throw something else in there. But he's very simplistic. Now he'll eat these omelets every day. He'll get up every morning and make that same omelet. Now, see, after a while, that would irritate the hell out of me, and that omelet maker would be in the garage. But not him. He's going to he's going to do that until he find a new gadget. Until he finds another gadget that you know he likes. But that air fryer has been a game changer. Like, and I know we late to the party. Y'all done had air fryers since 2020, but we just got one. Like we was thinking about getting one last year, but I was like, are we really gonna use this? But honey, my husband has been using that air fryer every day. He been making his his chicken breasts. Uh, I made what did I make? I made fish sticks and French fries one day, and oh my god, not them little skinny, not the little tiny fish sticks that we used to eat when the little long ones that's like this wide. Not those. I got the breaded bigger fish sticks. Those things were so good because they had a nice crunch on the outside, and the inside was still moist, and it wasn't dry. That I was like, well, come on, air fryer. And the French fries had a nice little crisp on the outside, and the inside was still soft and moist. I was like, you better cook them fries, air fryer. So now I'm about to be putting everything in the air fryer. I think this weekend I'm gonna make some uh, buffalo wings and stuff. I don't know, make something. So yeah, I'm really enjoying my little air fryer. Y'all, the wind came back. The wind and picked up, so the wind blowing today. Yesterday, everything was so still, and you could tell that the wind is really blowing because you can see white caps out on the bay today. The bay is not still. Like I can see the water moving from here. So the water is kind of rough. It's kind of windy today, but you can hear the wind because it's a palm tree um, right behind us. The neighbor has a few palm trees in his yard. So that's all that I really came in to talk about. I would tell y'all about this wig, but when I pulled this wig out of the bag, the stock card wasn't in there. So I'm not sure what wig this is. I just put her on. I know she's curly, and she is a number 2 or 4. I don't know. Oh, she curly. She cute, but I don't know who she is because the stock card was missing, and I normally don't do that. So I gotta look in my box in the garage and see if a stock card is in there. But yeah, she's a cute little wig. I know yesterday I was out here in these streets looking a whole mess. I said, okay, I'm not doing that 2 days in a row. So I got up this morning and put my wig on. I need to run over here to the store because the battery on my remote for my Roku is saying it's at 2%. And I'm going to be hot as fish grease if that remote wait until my husband go to work and die and I can't change the channel on the TV. I need to ask y'all too, are y'all watching this show on HBO? I don't know what the name of it is. I can't think of what the name of it is, but it's set in the 1900s in New York. And it's about basically how the hierarchy of the rich and elite in New York acted during that time. Like if you didn't have a certain name in, I guess it's like the closer you live to, what is that park in New York? Central Park? Whatever that big park is in New York. The closer that you lived to that area, the more elite you were. And if your last name wasn't a certain last name, then you know you were basically considered an outsider, even though you were Caucasian. So even Caucasian people had some weird, crazy hierarchy. It's actually an interesting show. There is so far only one African American character, and they are not showing her as she's not a maid or, house worker. She seems to be more of a friend to one of the younger characters the um, in the show, which is strange because during that time, I don't think you know that relationship is weird for that era that they were in. But the black girl seems to come from money. It seems like her parents have money. But even still, now I know we are trying to be more progressive when it comes to race and how black people are portrayed in movies, but that relationship seems unrealistic for that era, and especially because they are showing the hierarchy and distrust that white people had within themselves, and then you have this black girl living in the house with white people and they're accepting her even though she's working for this older white lady. It just still seems weird, but it's a good show. Like, I like the show. Oh, and of course this shrug is designed by myself. I'm gonna show y'all what this look like because this little shrug is cute. I'm gonna move the camera so I can show you guys what this looks like. I'm gonna start showing off my designs. Shit, I'm a designer. I be out here designing. Like, I be actually downplaying stuff that I do, and it be people on TikTok and other places. Camera angle. Showing off they stuff, and I be downplaying mine. Look at this. So I started here. When I first made it, it was short, and I was like, I like the little short shrugs for the summer. But then I'm like, nah, I need some sleeves. So I just kept crocheting and added me some sleeves and made a little twisty, a little tie down situation thing, and gave them a little give around here. But yeah, and it's a super easy pattern. I'm not one of those people that don't show my patterns. It is just a chain two double crochet, chain two double crochet. And what you do is you make a chain that will reach from wrist to wrist. This how I did it. I made a chain that would reach from wrist to wrist, which is wrong. But just listen. And you just keep going back and forth. It's gonna look like a scarf. You just keep going. And you gotta just try it on when you think it's wide enough, because it's gonna look like a big rectangle. When you think it's wide enough, you try it on by pulling the. I'm trying to see, where did I sew this thing together at? Putting it together and sewing it, closing it up. Okay, forget it. I don't know. I was trying to help you, but I'm not good at that. If you figured out what I was saying, If you figure it out, let me know. Because that made absolutely no sense. I just said, forget it. You know what? If you need help, let me know. I can tell you individually, but I can't make no. You know what? I don't know, girl. If you really want to do it, if you if you think it's cute and you really want to do it, just let me know and I'll try to figure it out. You didn't get it? You didn't understand what I was saying? I'm horrible when it I'm not the best teacher. I'm not good at that. You missed it. But you know what the sad part is? I was really trying. Like legit trying. I'm not good at that. But if you really wanna make it, see, this is why I never like. This is why I never wrote out a pattern. People be asking me like, "How did you do? You should write your pattern down. How did you do?" I'm like, You don't want to see a pattern written by my crazy. Now that just shows you how my mind functions. And it's nothing wrong with me. Like I don't have nothing. I don't have ADD. Just be all over the place. I know I closed it up. I closed it somewhere, child. Oh, right here. Now, see, the thing is, I did the seam so good, you can't even tell where I closed it up at. So just imagine a wide scarf, and you fold it in half, and you sew up the arms. You sew up where your arms gonna be, and just leave enough for your body to go in, and that's it. You got a jacket. That makes sense? Probably not. But that's what I did. That's how I did it. And I'm about to do it again because I want to make another one. Because these are cute. And you don't have to, you don't have to make it mesh like that. But this is just faster because if you do just straight single double crochets, you won't have the holes, but it's going to take you longer, I think. I don't know, child. It took me a minute to make this though because like I had got right here and was like, oh no, I want longer sleeves. And ran out of yarn. So the sleeves are a totally different yarn than this part. This is a Karen cake, the body. And I think, yeah, the body part of the shawl was one whole Karen cake, and I ran out of yarn. I only had one, and so the sleeves is a totally different Karen cake. It's a different color, but because this had yellow in it, I was like, oh well, that'll match. But you can see it's two totally different yellows, but they in the same family. So I was like, okay. And so you can see that this blue is different from this because it's two different color yarns. Same company, but two different colors. But I like it together. Like I like really colorful things that, you know, don't always match. That's just part of my personality. So I'm gonna go. I Gizmo done pooped all over the yard, and I gotta go get it. I don't know if I'm gonna do the video today, um, or tomorrow, but I'm definitely going to um, I'm definitely gonna do it because I only think it's right. And I know some people are probably gonna get mad because people, people don't like to hear the truth. The truth hurts, and when you tell the truth, you make some people really, really upset. But you know me, I don't care about people getting upset. I done made so many people on the internet mad since I've been on the internet that it's just gotten to the point where I don't care. I care, but I don't care. Like, especially when I feel like I'm right. Now, if I was wrong, it would be different. But I'm not wrong. I'm not wrong in this situation. And I want y'all, I put the video on my community wall. So I want you guys to and go and look at his video and go look at his response to me and then come back and say, well, Omoshun, you wrong, or, you know, whatever you want to say. I don't care. Just, keep it classy. Don't call me no bad words and stuff. But if you think I'm wrong, you can tell me I think you wrong, or leave that boy alone, or he ain't worth your time, or whatever. Because it's the first person in the video that he commented to was me. So just go and look at the video. It's on my community wall, and check out what he said, and then um, probably by tomorrow, you guys will be checking out what I said. So that's it, y'all. I'm gonna go in here and try to find some batteries for my remote before my husband go to work, because I sure don't want to be he at work and I'm at home crying because I can't get the Roku to work. So I'll talk to you guys maybe later on, if not tomorrow. Okay, I love you, Phoenix. You're doing a great job, sweetheart. Keep it up for the culture. Love you guys.